The eternal discussion about who is the GOAT of the NBA has once again been ignited, and this time the spark came from none other than Draymond Green, one of the league's most outspoken and controversial players, who did not hesitate to place LeBron James above Michael Jordan in the debate about the greatest of all time. During a conversation with popular streamer Kai Cenat, the Golden State Warriors forward made his stance clear once again. What caught attention was not just who he picked, but the reasoning behind it. And here, Draymond was blunt. To him, what makes LeBron different is his ability to win even when surrounded by players who, in his words, were nowhere near the level of Jordan's Chicago teammates. Draymond Green brought up one very specific example: Matthew Dellavedova. Yes, the Australian guard who was part of the Cleveland Cavaliers and made history for his hustle and defense during the 2015 finals against the Warriors. Green was crystal clear when comparing him to Jordan's teammates. Jordan had Pippen. LeBron won games with Matthew Dellavedova. I have great respect for Delly, but that guy was a disaster, no disrespect. He won 2 NBA Finals games with him. That's a disaster. MJ never won with Matthew Dellavedova, and it's true. Dellavedova was never a star. In 9 NBA seasons, he averaged just 5.2 points, 1.7 rebounds, and 3.5 assists. A role player, reliable but limited, who nevertheless played his best basketball next to LeBron, and even contributed to the historic 2016 championship run. But Green didn't stop there. He even mentioned his own coach, Steve Kerr, to reinforce his argument. According to him, Kerr was probably one of Jordan's worst teammates, and yet he was still much better than Dellavedova. He was probably one of Jordan's worst teammates, and that's with Steve Kerr being a very good player who played 14 years in the NBA, added Green. The point was direct. Jordan had strong supporting casts even among his so-called weaker teammates, while LeBron often had to carry rosters filled with much less talent and still managed to compete and win. The debate is inevitable. Michael Jordan was the face of the Chicago Bulls dynasty, but he also had an all-star supporting cast: Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman, Horace Grant, Tony Kukoc, and Steve Kerr, all guided by Phil Jackson. On the other hand, LeBron James also had elite teammates: Kyrie Irving in Cleveland, Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh in Miami, Anthony Davis in Los Angeles. Yet Draymond's argument is that the difference lies in those seasons, where LeBron had far weaker squads and still pushed them to the highest level of competition. The truth is, the GOAT debate will never have a definitive answer. It depends on what fans value more: Jordan's perfection in the finals, 6 appearances, 6 championships, 6 finals MVPs; LeBron's longevity and consistency, over 20 years at the highest level, 4 championships, 10 finals, and the NBA's all-time leading scorer. Draymond Green sided with LeBron James, focusing on the context of each player's career rather than just the stats. What's certain is that the debate isn't going away anytime soon, and every statement like this one only keeps the fire alive. Now it's your turn. Do you agree with Draymond Green? Is LeBron James the real GOAT over Michael Jordan? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to read them all. If you enjoy this kind of content, hit that like button, subscribe to NBA World, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss our next videos. See you in the next breakdown, because here, we live the NBA to the fullest.